What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gaming, bringing you guys an irritating video. Mainly because if you don't know anything about the Alaska PFD, it's called the Permanent Fund Dividend. We Alaskans get it for basically living in one of the harshest areas and dealing with oil rigs and all this other kind of stuff, right? Now, the funny thing is, our legislators here, on repeat occasions, have shut down and blocked our ability to produce and go for oil, especially the Biden administration. And so many liberals and all these other Democratic people are all up in arms about why does the PFD keep going down? One, because we're not allowed to go for oil. Now we are now after Trump became president, which was awesome, right? But quite literally, we've been blocked left and right by our own legislators here, our own people here, on top of leadership down in the lower 48. Now, before we fully get into this, I would love for you guys to go check out my channel affiliate, W, that's DUBBY.GG, and use my code TacticalGaming90 for 10% off. W is a zero sugar, non jitter energy drink supplement company created by gamers for gamers. Now, granted, if you're not a gamer, I still highly suggest trying it. They are very delicious, especially if you like zero sugar or looking for something to replace your sugar stuff because you might want to go a little bit healthier route because you're getting older, right? And their zero sugar actually tastes good. Actually tastes good. Flavorful and everything. It has no added sugars, no red dyes. It's made out of fruit and coffee extracts. So it's the healthier choice compared to the competition. If you click the link or use my code, TacticalGaming90, link will be in the comment section down below, pinned comment. It will also be in the description section or part of the post. But yeah, use my link or my code. Helps me out greatly because I'm an unpaid content creator, right? So go check them out. And also, if you're a little leery about getting a whole tub for the actual price that it is, I suggest you getting the starter pack, which comes with 3 flavors that you can interchange, change any flavor you want, and you get a shaker. And it's only 20 bucks. That's better deal, and you might find a flavor you like, so then you can go back, use my code for the actual full tub, and I'd be much appreciated on that. So let's get into this. So the permanent fund is something that Alaskans all get. And we Alaskans have been demanding over and over and over again to get a full payout. Now, originally, a full payout was us getting the entirety of, a certain amount of sum, right? Because they don't want to empty the fund because they claim that they use the fund for, the state, which is bullshit. No, they don't. No, they don't. We just had our city council strike down an outside investigation to be done on them because they use taxpayer dollars for their personal travel, which then makes me curious on where they went, who they saw, and who they were talking to, because I have a sneaky suspicion that they were getting paid out because our state has slowly become more liberal than it used to be, and now they're starting to try to infringe and raise taxes, give us taxes, because here in Alaska you don't have certain kind of sales tax and all this other kind of stuff, right? So a little weird that all of a sudden that kind of stuff starts happening. So hopefully, this petition actually goes somewhere. But at the same time, I think instead of demanding that we get a full 3,800, I think we should just demand that they empty the fund completely, considering they keep investing our money poorly. Like every single time they've invested huge sums of our money, we've lost money. We have 87 billion in the fund. They should just empty that fund, distribute it to every available Alaskan, and deal with it, because we have raising taxes such as property tax. They raised property tax again. They have been raising utilities, rents going up. Not only that, grocery stores here have been allowing rampant theft. And I do mean allowing. They have armed security. They have all the means to stop people from stealing. But the one thing that they will not let their security staff do is stop the thieves from entering the stores. That would be the easiest thing ever. They literally have people stand at the doors, but they refuse to stop the people from entering, which is raising prices at grocery stores. It's not tariffs. It's none of that other bullshit. No, it is quite literally theft. because theft insurance is a thing. When something breaks, like those fancy cases that are supposed to be theft deterrents, right? They're not theft deterrents. Every single time they break, they have to send someone from the lower 48 and or across the country to go and fix it. That costs money. That raises prices. They're doing this on purpose. And this is nationwide. Nationwide. Walmart, Kroger, Fred Meyer, friggin' doesn't matter, right? If you have a store that is not stopping theft, if you have a store that is locking up your stuff, they're doing it on purpose. And in my opinion, they need to stop. And with how expensive everything's getting here in Alaska, if they do not do anything about it, such as empty this fund, distribute this money to the tax-paying citizens and the law-abiding citizens of Alaska, you're going to see more and more people leave Alaska because people's homes are falling apart. Majority of people who own homes don't even live here anymore. They literally live in the lower 48 and they're renting out their stuff because, why are they going to live somewhere where it's like frozen 9 months out of the year? Which it is. 9-10 months out of the year, it's fucking frozen. And cold and dark. It's harsh as all hell to live here. People's cars are falling apart because they can't afford to fix their cars. Public transit is dangerous and guess what? Not reliable. You end up late a lot of the time. They've canceled several bus transits. So the only way out of this is if the state decides to empty this fund, distribute it to the people who deserve it, such as the law-abiding, tax-paying citizens of Alaska, because if you're a criminal, you get null and void. And we have quite a bit of criminals here, which means the fund technically wouldn't be fully emptied, and whatever's left over, they can use for whatever bullshit they lie about, right? But quite literally, we went from a 3,800 possibility to 1,200. Actually, that 1,200 was like $900, and they're giving us like $300 in subsidies for utilities, even though your utility bill has gone up by about $200-$300. Most people in Alaska aren't able to fully pay off their rent or their utility bills because they also have to fucking eat. Our food stamp program up here, atrocious. Literally, me and my wife tried to get food stamps after I got hurt, right? They fucking added some random bitch onto our food stamps fucking account and put the food stamp card in their name, transitioned it back to my name, but then left it with her information. What the fuck? What the fuck? This state's federal program is worse off, and I'm pretty sure someone is stealing shit somewhere, and nothing's being done about it. There's loads and loads of people who are unable to get Medicaid or cash aid or anything, but oh hey, if you're, a drug addict, a homeless person, you're an illegal immigrant and or an immigrant period, oh, you get it easy as all hell. But if you're a citizen, nope. Which is exactly why, if you people actually care about protesting and care about the state and all this other kind of stuff, I think it's about damn time y'all demand and protest that the Alaska PFD board actually do a full payout. And I mean full payout. With how much money is in there, each available Alaskan would be well over able to get 100+ K per person. Could you imagine if someone's kid got that much money? Someone put that aside for their college fund, a house, or something along those lines, right? It would benefit the state, especially if they did a certain kind of, distribution part. To the point to where it's like, look, you accept a full payout. That means you cannot file for a PFD for the next X amount of years, 10 years, right? Let the fund rebuild up. Let us go for oil, produce oil and gas and all of that, sell our oil and gas, because the other thing is, we ain't going to make very much up here in Alaska if our government is buying oil and gas from other countries. If they're buying it from other countries, we don't get nothing. But yeah, 3,800 to 1,200. Ridiculous. And I think the Alaskan people need to do something about the PFD board. They really do. Corruption in Alaska and our money's being taken. It's getting ridiculous. The federal programs that are up here, atrocious. And Our government needs to do a deep dive investigation into how this state is running and what's going on with all these liberal people. It is atrocious. So hopefully you all enjoyed that. Ridiculous considering, they've done this for the last, what, 6, 7 years? PFD has been going down by like hundreds of dollars every year. Every year. The last really good PFD that we got was when freaking God, what was her name? Oh, I forgot what her name right now. She's all like, I can see Russia from my front door. After she said that, it screwed her career. Oh my God. Sarah Palin. There we go. Sarah Palin. She actually got us an actual full PFD. And you know what? I wouldn't mind another person like her coming in and giving us a full fucking PFD. And I mean coming in and going, we're emptying this fund. Our people are suffering. Our people are like not going well. Their homes are falling apart. They can't afford their rent. They can't afford their utilities. Alaskans can't afford to live. Give us a full PFD. Hopefully you all enjoyed this. Catch me for the next one. Later, y'all.